the back only. Devi, you want to ask the next question because she's the one who contributed to that question. Devi?
Okay, so Renuka, like when I read your profile that you are a posture alignment therapist, I remembered this character from a famous book written by my favorite author, Roald Dahl, The Twits. So there the antagonist shrinks. As she ages, she shrinks. I've also seen my great grandma becoming from a straight line to a question mark. So I really do not want to be that question mark. So what can I do today to be not that question mark and be in a straight line?
Okay, that's a beautiful question. I think most of the time we attribute hunched back to our genetics. Oh, my grandmom was, after a particular age, she started to hunch, or my mom started to hunch. So inevitably, I will also end up having the same posture. But if you look at the indigenous group of people, they have always had a very good posture. They maintain it. Yeah, they've maintained it. And it's just because of their lifestyle. They don't sit on the computers. They do have daily activities. It could be even simple things like walking, but with awareness and alignment. Right now, most of the time, what happens is you start with your upper back hunch. Like I can show you, even I had a upper back hunch. Like you can see this hump, the camel hump. So this becomes very evident when our alignment is not right. So when the alignment is not right, you can see the shoulder curves inwards. The moment you push the shoulders outwards, you open the chest muscles. The chest muscles are open, and you push the shoulders outward. The hump disappears. Small thing, very small thing. So we try to observe that my hump isn't moving, my hump isn't kind of pushing back in place, but it's all about connecting with your chest muscles. Opening the chest muscles really helps you to pull the neck back. So you see, it's not about working on the hump here, it's about working on the muscles that contribute to the hump. Right? So whatever distortion we experience in our body, it's the body's adaptation to a lack of support.
I see everyone sitting straight now. We all adjusted suddenly.
No, I've seen some of my students, when they're in front of me, everything nice and erect. And the moment I'm off, they're like, okay. No, I've seen it personally when we had our live yoga classes. And that is what actually, this was way back when I had started the classes. Right now it's all online. So at that point of time, when students used to come for classes, the moment they step inside the class, they are all fine, all nice and erect. The moment they are out of the mat, you can see them all hunched. So I said, there is something that is actually lacking between the yoga practice and what they actually do in real life. And that led me to rediscovering what that topic posture is, So it's not just posture on the mat, posture on your asanas, but it's important to connect with the right posture even while you're not doing anything. Standing upright is a posture. Sitting is a posture. Sleeping is a posture. Walking and having the right posture is important. So every aspect of our life, it comes from that small term called posture.
Thank you, Renuka. Thank you. That was such a
and
most importantly,
from my own personal experience, I have started to connect with, if you want to really strengthen your spine, there are these muscles that run along the sides of your spine. They're called the Erector Spinae muscles. And they're actually a group of muscles. It's not a single muscle. They're a group of muscles and tendons which run along the spine, both on the left and the right side, right from the sacrum, right from the bottom, from the tailbone, sacrum, all the way to the base of your skull. Now, if you start working on strengthening the Erector Spinae muscle and also work on your core. Now, core is a very mistaken term. We think the core is like six-pack abs. No, that's not. That's just one pack. That's just the superficial part of your, it's a visual, aesthetic part of your body, you see. But what you need to connect is your inner corset, which is your transverse abdominis, which holds the spine together, which keeps your glutes intact. So that's rooted deep into your body. very close to the spine. So work on strengthening your transverse abdominis, which is your core. The rectus abdominis is just something which is on the top. You may flaunt that I've got my packs and packs and packs, but yes, that's not the key thing. Got to work on your transverse abdominis, which is rooted deep inside. So the moment you start working on your glutes, you start working on your core and also your erector spinae muscle. So you will start to see that you can maintain a beautiful posture throughout your life as you move into your 70s, 80s, and even 90s.
Thank you.
Hopefully,
I think she will sleep well today.
There.
Devi will sleep well today because she knows that she can do this.
True.
Thank you, Devi, for that question. Yeah, we want to quickly, next 2 minutes, open the forum for the audience. So I will add just one more question. I feel that it is important to ask. And one question I'm going to reserve it. If nobody is asking in the audience, I'm going to ask that question at the end. Okay. So there are a lot of contradicting information on walking, staircase, climbing a staircase, walk like an 8, walk in the shape of 8. Devi was telling me in Chennai, they even have the balcony in the shape of 8, it seems. So that
there are parks that have the infinity sign,
What is the importance of that? Because I didn't know, and I have never walked in the shape of 8. So have I lost something doing very important?
No. No, you haven't lost anything. No. When we talk about walking, I think, like what I said, walking is a separate topic in itself. But yes, when we look at, knee issues that come by improper walking, that is something that needs to be really paid attention to. Now, when you talk about 8 walking or the infinity walking, it's all about, concentration. It builds body awareness. It builds a rhythm. It builds coordination. And it's not done with feet parallel to each other. It's done with feet one in front of the other. That's the typical way 8 walking is done. So the moment you walk with your feet parallel to each other, it's just like your typical walking. You walk in a straight line or you walk in circles, it's not going to make a difference. The moment you start connecting with one foot in front, the other foot in the front, other foot in the front, yes, that's when the 8 walking becomes very effective. It really works deep into your organs in your central part of the body. Yeah.
So you recommend 8 walking, is it?
Yeah, I haven't done it myself, but yes, I've heard.
Thank you for explaining that. Sounds interesting. I will try. The thing is, whatever you're telling me, because I've learned Bharatanatyam for a very long time. All this we have done in the dancing. Sitting straight. My teacher will come and hit us on the back so that we open the chest, and he will ask us to hold the core well inside. So that we are straight at the spine. And also while walking, on a dancing floor, he will ask us to put the foot in front of the other foot. So probably without knowing, I've been doing what you're saying.
No, when you break down when you put yourself into a slow motion, say for example, you're climbing stairs, right? When you climb stairs, what do most people say? Oh, my knee hurts. I can't really climb.
Yeah.
So what are the muscles that actually engage while you climb stairs, a flight of stairs? You use your core, you use your glutes, your large knee joint is used, and it's all about the balance. It's a single leg, ekapada balance. Single leg balance.
You're putting one after the other, isn't it?
Yeah, like I can show you the moment, like you're climbing a step. Example this way. I've got the step here. Now, what happens when you step forward? Okay, if I need to elevate myself, yes, I need to use my core. Without a core, it's going to be just limp. I need to use my glute muscles. I need to engage my knee joint. And it's all about the balance. While I lift and press onto the next step in front. Right? So there's so much of, when you break down that particular movement, you start to realize that, hey, walking and climbing and running is not as simple as it looks.
Yeah. And probably we are doing it all wrong. Just the way my breathing got corrected due to yoga, probably my walking, climbing, and running has to be also corrected. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Hopefully very
Thank you
soon.
so much for that. So now time to.
There's
open
something.
the-
Okay, I have something more.
Okay.
There's something else. You spoke about 8 walking, right? I don't know if you've heard about reverse walking.
I have, and I've done with few yoga teachers also, those reverse walking before coming
Reverse
to your
walking.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what's the difference there between normal walking and reverse walking. So I don't know if I'm taking too much of the time into.
No, it's okay. It's I'm sure everybody is getting
We
all
are
the information
glued,
that they
we are glued to our monitor. Please go on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now when you walk forward, typically what people do when you walk forward, you step your leg forward. You step one of your leg forward, and you can see that this heel has stepped forward and it is not underneath my hip. When it's not underneath my hip, and when you walk, the pressure is all on your knee joint.
Correct.
Okay. Now, when I slightly change the way I walk, when I walk this way, observe my hip is right on top of my knee joint. I have shifted my weight forward.
Yeah.
So instead of just walking like this, keeping your body upright, where you end up with a heel strike first. The moment you keep your body upright and you extend your leg in front of you, you go down with a heel strike.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you shift your body weight forward and you move, you go with a mid-foot strike.
True.
You go with a mid-foot strike. And this plays a big role in your walking, the way we walk. Now, in your reverse walking, what happens? When you start walking backwards, you're actually first landing on the bigger 2 mounds of your foot. Bigger 2 mounds, and then you land onto your heel. You will see that the heel strike is the last one.
Yes.
You start with the front of the mount, and then you land onto your heel. So that's why reverse walking is, again, a very, very beneficial one. I hope that was a bit.
Yeah, and we walk reverse, I think, in the right way than walking forward.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the last 2-3 days, I'm consciously seeing that my leg goes with the heel sometimes. When I'm quickly getting up and putting my leg, I actually put my heel. And then I had to remember that, okay, I have to walk with my toes. I put my toes first, Yeah.
Yeah. And, I have experienced plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis is nothing but, you experience pins and needles when you get up first thing in the morning. You can't put your foot down, and it's super duper painful. I suffered with it for almost 10 years.
Oh.
Almost 10 years. Yeah. The only way you can get out of plantar fasciitis as prescribed by the doctors would be to have a steroid injection.
Oh.
But yes, in 30 days, no, I never went in for steroids, but I tried to do it on my own. But obviously it was post my awareness into posture and of course yoga. It just took 30 days to come out of it.
Oh.
So what I suffered for 10 long years, where it was hard to put my foot down first thing in the morning, and even just normal practice as walking was very difficult. It just took 30 days to come out of it. So anybody suffering from plantar fasciitis, do not take the steroid injections. Just try and correct your posture. Automatically things fall in place.
I hope you will give us your information so that, the audience can benefit in contacting you and, taking your professional advice on that. Because I didn't even know there is something like that. And it was good information for me. So without any further delay, I want to open the floor for asking the audience question.